Hold up, I gotta get my apron. Nice. I just fed my starter this morning. That looks good. That looks like a happy starter to me. Nice. It kind of has the texture of like marshmallow fluff, which is perfect. I love it. Tristan, ever gonna make shrimp tacos again? Probably. I love shrimp tacos. I try to not like make stuff too often because I don't want people to get bored. Be like, what? She just made that last month. But I sure do love shrimp tacos. Yeah, today's gonna be chill. I'm gonna be doing some more sourdough. I have some more changes that I'm gonna try to implement, and yeah, and then I gotta cook for turkey. The turkey's almost out of food, so we'll be keeping it simple today. I'm starting a little bit early because I actually have somewhere to be later tonight, so I'm gonna put this away. This is some quinoa that I made for a lunch salad. I'm just gonna box it up if anyone's wondering what I'm doing. I'm seeing Avengers tomorrow. Tonight I'm going to a friend's comedy show. Or a friend of a friend's. I don't actually know him, but whatever, it'll be fun. I forgot that I had said I would go, and I had already planned to stream, so I was like, well, I think I can still like fit in a pretty like a not super long stream. I'm not gonna make anything like hardcore. I'm just gonna do the dog food, which is easy. I've done it a million times before, so. But yeah, are you gonna see Avengers Endgame? I think I'm seeing it like tomorrow afternoon. So I just made a big pot of quinoa because this stuff is super awesome to throw on a salad, and it has a lot of protein and keeps pretty well for a few days. So I just make it, you know, I make more like it's a pot of rice, and I just eat it cold with my salad. You were thinking Sunday morning or late evening? Did you buy your tickets already? Tickets are hot. They're going like hotcakes. Gotta pressure wash and stain the deck. Honestly, that sounds kind of fun. Kind of sounds like a good time. I've never used a pressure washer before, but it sounds like a lot of fun. I want to try it. post on Twitter. You put on earmuffs and blast Daft Punk. That's funny. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. You cleaned the moss off the driveway, but doesn't the moss give it a nice rustic look? You don't like moss? I would think that would look kind of cool. Hey, 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 what's up, Lisa? Hello, Mama. Your neighbor came by, asked you if you could stop pressure washing his family at Easter dinner. That's funny. I misread that. I thought you were spraying his family. I was gonna say that's rude anytime, any day of the year. You don't want to pressure wash anyone any day of the year. Also, I love that when Lisa wrote Tristan P. Oops, it says Tristan Poops. Ah, that's funny. Tristan Poops. Okie dokie. Okay. Alright, let's get our dough started, and then I'll let it rest while I move on to the other stuff. So, I have some ideas. Whoa, sorry. Okay, so we're troubleshooting this recipe. So before I like give up on it and go seek out an entirely new one, I've been tweaking the same one. The reason I'm doing that rather than just saying like screw it and just finding a totally new one is I think it'll teach me to be a better bread baker if I can tweak a recipe and start learning what everything does, rather than just like blindly following a recipe and not really knowing what effect it's gonna have. I'm using my same King Arthur flour recipe, and I gotta make my notes here. Okay. Okay, so last time I tried doing a punch down. So I tried doing a second knead after the first rise, and this worked. I think it worked. So I'm stoked. So I'm gonna try that again. I had held off on the salt because I had read in one forum that like adding salt in before the first rise can like hinder the growth of the yeast in the first rise, and so to try to add it and do like when you do the punch down, but I wasn't that happy with that because the bread, like some parts of it were really bland and some parts of it were really salty, and even though I felt like I mixed the salt in really well, apparently I didn't. And so yeah, it was like the saltiness was not evenly distributed, and yeah, that was kind of whack. So we don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go back to adding the salt at the beginning. I'm going to continue to do the second knead. And the third thing that I think the change that I'm gonna make is, it's not in the recipe, but I made sourdough waffles. If you guys saw in the Discord, I posted a picture of them in the Food Picks channel, and they came out really good. They had like a really robust sour flavor that was like unlike anything that's come out in the bread. So I was kind of I was pleasantly surprised. They had like a really nice sourdough flavor, and I suspect, I'm not 100% sure, but I suspect it's because there was a little bit of sugar in the waffle recipe. I think it had like a tablespoon of sugar or something like that. And Lisa says, I heard that about salt and yeast, but it seems to work in most recipes to add them together. Well, I just, like, I can't have, like, bread that's salty on one side and bland on the other, and, like, saltless on the other. Yeah, so this particular recipe doesn't have sugar in it, but, like, the sourdough waffles had a really good, like, sour taste, and I was like, this is what I was looking for. So I think I'm gonna try putting just a little bit of sugar in it to see if that helps. I don't know. It's an experiment, okay? So we're on attempt number 4, guys. This is fun. All right. You think it's a good experiment? Yeah, I do too. I mean, if I keep twiddling with this recipe and it's just going nowhere and it's not, you know, it's just not working at all, then I would feel comfortable, like, finding a new one. But this recipe was highly rated, and I don't know, it seemed like a really good, easy starting point. So, says Lisa, who has never made sourdough. Yeah, but you understand baking, and not only do you understand baking, but, like, you know how to adjust recipes, because you do adjust your own recipes. So, like, rather than just saying, oh, this cake isn't that great, I'm gonna find a completely different recipe, to say, like, this cake is good, but it was a little too dense. What is one thing that I can change, right? Isn't that what you would, like, encourage your students to do, is to, like, actually think critically about what the science behind it, and then be like, what one thing can I change, or 2 things can I change to make it better, right? So if I really can't fix it, then I'll find a new recipe, because maybe the recipe's bunk. But so far it seems like, as of last time, I'm feeling really hopeful, because it did get that color, which was so exciting. I was, like, cheering when I took it out of the oven. I was so excited. And then the other thing is, the waffles came out so darn good that I have a good feeling about the sugar, or at least, well, we'll try it. All right. I've also been having the recipe because the first time I made it, it was just, like, too much bread. It was 2 loaves, and it was just so much. So I've been having the recipe. I know. The answer is not that much. Okay, I think you'd be proud of me, Lisa. I'm trying to, like, turn some stuff around, because I realize that I don't like the direction that I'm going in, like, health-wise, because I'm just not making good choices, and I'm like being really lazy, and I'm, like, not holding myself accountable. So I'm really trying to pay attention, and I'm trying to cut back on my sugar and my, like, processed flour intake, which is hard because I love bread so much, but I'm also not eating after 9 p.m., which is hard because I am a horrible, like, midnight snacker person. There's nothing I love more than, like, a midnight snack. yeah, or like a midnight dinner, like, which is horrible. And I'm trying to not like board snack, because I'm also a bad board snacker or boredom snacker. Um, I like wrote it down. I wrote it all down on like a thing, and I was like, okay, see it, live it. uh, yeah, I know. Mindful health choices are so important. I know. And it seems like super dumb. Like, hey, if you're gonna have some chips, like, don't take out the whole gosh darn bag, and don't go sit on the couch with the whole bag. Because that's how well has that worked for you in the past? Like, not that well. Leaving yourself notes in the pantry to remind you what your goals are. Yeah. I made a note on my phone because I felt like by writing it down and actually making it like a solid thing, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It's been hard because I love to eat. Food's delicious and awesome. I have a bad like snacking habit, I think, that I'm gonna try to work on. So no more sugary beverages. I'm not really a big sugary beverage person anyway, but like none of that. Yeah. So anyway, it's been a couple days. We'll see how it goes. 15 pounds by December 1st. The dress is waiting. Nothing in this pantry is worth it. Yeah, and that's the other thing is like if it's worth it, then yeah, maybe treat yourself. But like I shouldn't be like going after like really crummy, like not even good snacks. Yeah. If it's really good, if it's like if you gave me a cupcake that you made, I would totally eat too. So, because that's the ones that are worth it. But if it's like, some Pringles, probably not. Okay, so I have fed the starter this morning. Usually, when I know that I'm going to be baking, I'll take my starter out, and because usually I keep it in the fridge, so I'll take it out of the fridge and let it like warm up to room temp, and then I'll feed it. So I'll like pour off the excess if there's too much in there, and then I'll add more flour and water, and then I let it sit for a few hours. So this one's like nice and sticky. So I think it's happy. Like, I don't know, when you stir it, it kind of feels like melted marshmallow fluff. It feels like there's air in it. So I think it's good. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's very like gooey and sticky and smooth. It looks like slime. Cool. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I did separate out some of my starter into a different jar because I had extra, so I poured it into the other jar. And I'm gonna make two different starters, or I'm gonna try. Like I'm gonna like treat them differently. It'll be a total science experiment. Like maybe I'll buy some whole wheat flour, and maybe I'll just feed one whole wheat flour and see if it develops a different flavor, or maybe I'll like leave this one out. I don't know, but I'm gonna have two now, So that means we also have to name the other one because, and I'm gonna have to start like writing these down and like making little name tags for them so I can remember who's who. But I'm thinking I want to try doing something different. I don't know. Or it's a terrible idea and I'll make waffles with it and just get rid of it. I don't know. Okay. I have some lukewarm water. Some yeast. So like I said, I'm gonna add the salt now, this time. Dang. Turns out my 1/4 teaspoon was the one that I accidentally food processed. I don't really like this one as much. The tablespoons are nice because they're big, but this 1/4 teaspoon, look how shallow it is. It's like it's kind of hard to get an accurate, you know, it's kind of hard to, yeah, I don't know. Well, I like them because they can fit into the spice jars. That's what I like about them. But, yeah, I don't know. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to call the other starter Clint Eastwood. It's too funny. It's been on my mind, like, ever since you said it. I keep thinking about it. So I think we're just gonna, like, jump that whole stage and just go ahead and call it. Because I think that's so funny. It's a good theme. I know, it's pretty funny. Okay, and then some flour. Oop, where did I put the lid? There it is. Okay, so yeah, for the sugar, I don't want to put too much because I don't want the bread to be sweet at all. I just kind of want to give it like a little something to treat the yeast and make my yeast happy. So, what are we thinking? Like, I'll probably no more than a tablespoon. Yeah. I'm thinking somewhere between 1 teaspoon and 1 tablespoon, thereabouts. Should be enough where it like doesn't really taste like anything. Yeah. I know I should be using my scale. I'm really bad about using my scale. It just, I don't know. I don't love it. It's just, it's kind of old and the buttons are like a little stuck. So I'm not super stoked on it. I did get it for really cheap and so I don't really, you know, I don't care. I'll use it until I get myself a new one. But it's not very nice of a kitchen scale. It's definitely like a little outdated. My 1/2 cup already has starter in it. I'm just going to do 2/4. how much sugar? Let's see. I'm gonna add brown sugar because that's what I use for the waffles, so I'm just gonna stick with that. And I'm just gonna do a teaspoon, and we'll see what happens. We'll do a packed teaspoon. What's wow? What'd I miss? Oh. Okay. Yay! Oh, the brown sugar? Yeah. I have high hopes. I don't know. I feel good about it. The waffles were crazy good. Like, they were so sour. Like, they tasted like sourdough bread in a waffle. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. It was really good. So, fingers crossed. Okie dokie. Okay. Do you guys see how clean my stove is? Ta-da! I really gave it a scrub down yesterday. It may also help with the browning because an acidic dough browns better. Oh, molasses is acidic. Oh, thank you. I scrubbed it down with baking soda. It was so dirty. Thank you. I was thinking like, oh, brown sugar's brown, so it'll make the bread more brown. But that makes sense. Mama, you like that? Molasses. Yeah, I know molasses is in brown sugar, but I didn't know that it was acidic. Is molasses just like the byproduct? Hi. Woo. Is molasses just the byproduct from like sugar processing or what? I don't really know what molasses is. I know that it has that super strong flavor, but cool. Huh. This dough is holding together a lot better than last time. I wonder if it's something in the sugar. Oh no, I take it back. It's really sticky. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna get my bowl ready here. Ready to receive the dough. And I'm going to remember to grease the saran wrap this time, because last time it stuck and it was so upsetting. Okay, I feel like that's like as good as we're gonna get. Let's do it with my hand. Oh, it's so sticky. Oh, 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 oh. Sticky, sticky. Okay. Huh. Feels very firm this time. Feels a lot less goopy than last time. I wonder why that is. I am using a slightly different flour. I'm using a different brand, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, I love kneading dough. It could be the humidity or lack of humidity. Could be. I don't have like a humidity reader in here. Could be the different brand, yeah. Might be. I bought like usually I just buy the regular, like the gold medal one, whatever, I don't know, is that what it's called? The white bag with the, I think it's like gold medal. I forget what I bought this time. Did I buy King Arthur? No. I can't remember. Oh. Yeah, usually I use gold medal, but I decided to try a different one. I don't know why, don't ask me. And it's very, I don't know. Oh, I think it is unbleached. Maybe that's what it is. I think I bought unbleached. This dough is like really holding together. It's not sticking. It's holding its shape. It's not like, I don't know. Interesting. What is bleached versus unbleached? Can make a big difference. Okay. I'll have to read up on that. I don't really know much about it. But the last time I made this, my dough was kind of it was kind of, what's it called? Like when it's too wet and it's really sticky, has that like texture. This one's like super smooth. Like I can take my finger and I can run it along the dough and not pick anything up, you know? So this one's nice. This one's fun to play with. Bleached flour absorbs more liquid. But this one's unbleached and it feels so like absorbed. It's like the opposite. I don't know. Yes, I do. I know about bread flour and I do have bread flour, but I'm not using it. It kind of feels like bread flour though. It feels like very, I don't know. It just feels very like springy and elastic. It's gotta be. I don't think the sugar would make that big of a difference already. I feel like the sugar will make a difference with the rising, but I don't know. It must be the flour brand. That's gotta be it. If I could just remember what I bought. Okay. I think we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, could be. And that's why you gotta use a scale. All right. We're gonna tuck that in. Good night. Good night. There we go. Put that away. Forget about it. Oh man. I better write all this down though, so that I don't forget. Okay, so we're on number 4. We add the salt. We moved the salt back to the beginning. We added 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. A new flour brand, maybe? We'll weigh it next time. And it is now about 5:15. We'll see how long. Let's see. This is about 90 minutes. Let's give it like an hour. Yeah, let's give it like an hour. And then check it out. Because that 90 minutes is for... Oh, did I say 1 tablespoon? I meant teaspoon. And I wrote 1 teaspoon. Thank you, though. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. What up, Uncle Stinky? All right. Cool. So then I'll keep an eye on that, and I'll take, we'll keep a close watch on it, and when it's looking good, I'll note the time. Okay. Let me just rinse this off. It's just flour. I want to use this board. You are making bachelor crockpot burritos / enchiladas. Ooh. That sounds good. What do you have in them? Chicken, beef, veggie? And red sauce or green sauce? Chat, debate. What's better? I think if I had to choose, I would be a green sauce. I would be team green sauce, I think. Uncle Stinky says beef and bean with red sauce. I was gonna say chicken and cheese with green sauce, which is like the exact opposite. There's no choice in Texas. Oh my gosh, they don't have green sauce? I like red sauce too. I just don't make me choose. Well, you add sour cream regardless of if it's red or green. Like, let's be real. You gotta have some sour cream in there. Sour cream sauce? What is sour cream sauce? Is that... Green sauce is a little too fresh for you. Okay, well maybe you're a little too stale for it. What is sour cream sauce? That sounds like something gross that Senor Cream Cheese would like. Don't tell him I said that. Sour cream sauce is what goes on cheese enchiladas. What? I thought green sauce, or I thought you just did like green or red on cheese. Okay, hang on. Ew. Pass. That sounds so bland. Yeah, I don't know. That's like such a white person thing. Sour cream sauce. Oh my god. Maybe you haven't had good green sauce? I don't know. Personally, like when it comes to salsas and like stuff like that, I always love like a good salsa verde. I know enchilada sauce is a little bit different, but I love me my green sauce. I don't know. It's always my favorite. Yeah, I just looked up a recipe for it. It basically sounds like mac and cheese. Yeah, with the roux. I I would try it. It sounds so like boring. I don't know. Texas is weird. You guys are weird. Sorry. Y'all are weird. You won't eat it? It sounds extremely, like, fattening and food coma inducing. Like, it sounds like the kind of thing you eat and then you, like, regret it. The brown and hot food category. You don't like raw jalapenos? Me neither. I'm not a fan. I don't think they're good. I will eat them like chopped up real small in salsa or in a guacamole or something, but in general, not what I want. What about when they're pickled? Do you like when they're like pickled? I can sort of tolerate those. Tex-Mex in general is what you eat and regret. Quote of the day. Serranos are a little too hot for me. I know they're not that much hotter than jalapenos, but every once in a while you'll get a really spicy one, and yeah, I don't know. I've literally been burned too many times. Roasted jalapenos, ooh la la. Pickled, charred, cooked in sauce. Stuffed with cream cheese and deep fried, you know. Yeah, I like pickled jalapenos. Pickled peppers are good. Have you guys ever had jalapeno jam before? I sort of want to try making it, but I kind of have a feeling I wouldn't really eat it afterwards. Well, it's sort of like that cowboy candy you guys were telling me about. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know, sometimes it's good. Like, oh my gosh, I have this really weird jelly in my fridge that is like literally probably 3 years expired. I don't know why it's still there, but a friend gave it to us as a gift. And it's salted watermelon jelly. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It is watermelon like jelly, and it's a little sweet, and it also has salt in it. It's super bizarre. I don't know why I still have it. It's probably really expired. You had a mini food streamer meetup this weekend? What? Who was there? Who was there? Thanks for the invite. I see how it is. Lisa doesn't really care for jalapeno to begin with, so it was not her favorite. What does your son eat it with? Does he just put it on toast, or does he put it on savory things? You make it and give it away, so you don't keep any for yourself. I see. That's the secret. That old East Side joke. Thank you for the host, my friend. How are ya? Put it on a biscuit. Mmm, yum. Sushi Day. I don't think I know who that is. Sushi Day. Don't think I've ever watched her before. And her husband, Working Chef. Isn't Working Chef from LA? Do I have the right person? Is Working Chef the one who lives in LA? And Jason Seib. I know Jason, yes. I watched him. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Getting some mead cleanup done. Cool. What's for dinner tonight? Ooh. Ooh, let's see. I should probably just weigh these. This is stupid. I always eyeball it, but you know what? It's a bad habit. Not that it really matters with Turkey's food. Like, he doesn't care, but... Oh man, I just caught sight of my springform pan. I should make cheesecake. Oh, that would be awesome. Meatballs and I don't know what that is. Radiatore pasta? Is that the shape or is that the sauce? Yeah, I've only made it once. Yeah, that's good enough. I made a pumpkin cheesecake a while back. And it was really good, but I didn't get a chance to try it. And so I had to, and then my fiance came home and said, "Oh good, you made cheesecake? I have a potluck tomorrow." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Great, I'll take that, thanks." And I said, "Excuse me?" So he, he took my pumpkin cheesecake to the party, and I was so scared because I hadn't gotten a chance to taste it. And it's not like I was mad that he wanted to take it to the party. I was just like, I haven't tasted it, and I've also never made cheesecake before. Like, and you want to take it to a potluck, like a work function potluck? Like, this could be really bad. And it was a smash hit. So, pumpkin pecan cheesecake. Where do the nuts go? Are they mixed in? Are they like chopped up and mixed in with the cream cheese, or are they in the graham cracker crust, or it's the shape of the pasta? I'm gonna guess it's something round. Radiatore. It sounds like radius or like something radial round. There is a pecan pie layer either underneath the pumpkin cheesecake, what? Or swirled in. Holy moly. I've never made a pecan pie before. Or pecan, whatever you call it. I can't seem to make up my mind about how I pronounce that particular word. Like, I'm not really diehard one side or the other. I am diehard caramel, though. Caramel. Can't stand when people say caramel. In Texas, you say pecan? Yeah, I think I usually would say pecan. Does the pasta look like little radiators? Yeah, I think I would probably say pecan, and you say caramel. To be honest, sometimes I do it accidentally, but then I'm like, no, no, that doesn't sound right. Like, get off the sticky part right here. That's gross. We don't want that. Um, Sometimes I'll catch myself saying it, but I don't think it sounds right personally. And I think on the pecan issue, I think I would probably, if I had to choose, I would probably choose pecan. It just sounds a little bit more, I don't know, refined. Like pecan sounds a little, I don't know. Sounds a little twangy. Oh no! You gotta nip that stuff in the bud right away, Lisa. You can't let those behaviors, like, just grow. These kids. They're just always trying to rebel, huh? I think it's about time that I got myself into some pie making. I think it's probably time for me to give that a go. I haven't done it on stream. It's probably time to try it. How are the YouTube classes going? 3 classes left, one of which is an exam. So I assume you're getting into the more advanced topics, like what is end of semester difficult baking curriculum. Uncle Stinky, I was inspired by a streamer today, and I'm going to do sous vide pork chops finished with a quick sear and a mushroom white wine sauce. Stop, you're making me hungry. With Hasselback potatoes and whatever veggies in season. I don't know what Hasselback potatoes are, but I love potatoes, so you can't go wrong there. Man, that sounds good. Mushroom white wine sauce. Delicious. You're doing yeast breads now. Nice. Struggling with upload speeds with YouTube. Yeah, you're still having that issue? That stinks. Alright. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. I'm looking. I love it when you guys tell me about all these foods that I've never heard of. Pizza dough, yum. I gotta get a pizza stone. And some challah bread, nice. Challah. Hasselback potatoes. Oh, so they're cut funny. Oh. Interesting. So it just like you cut it open and then you roast it? Mmm. I'll have to try that. That sounds delicious. I'm gonna save it to my copy me that. Oh, nope, not gonna use this one. They say this one's too dry. Too dry. No, no, no. Ooh, cheesy breadcrumb. Yeah, I didn't know that's what they were called. I've seen them before. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Let's try this one. These ones look good. Perfect. I'll save this one. Hasselback potatoes. Mm-mm. Yay! Okay, I saved that for another day. You made layer cakes this week. Ooh. You had 3 layer cakes around the house. Why did both your sons each make a layer cake too? That's crazy. That is a lot of cake. I love cake, but that's a lot of cake. Oh man. Oh, they're both taking the class. Oh my god. That's outrageous. So every time you teach a class, you get 3 of the. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. 3 layer cakes. I actually really would like to try a layer cake because I haven't made one since I was probably like in middle school, and I don't even remember how that one turned out. I think it was okay, but I don't really remember. I've been kind of scared to, but I think I want to try. I don't know. You'll teach me? Well, I understand the concept of it, and like I did watch your stream with the confetti cake, and that was good. Because I pretty much watched that entire process. Like I think when I got there, you were like about to pour the batter, and I saw it through until you ate it. So, I mean, I understand the basics. I'm more just like, I don't know. I'm just intimidated. Oh, you made the same one? Oh my goodness. Did you do the striping technique again, or did you just do like a regular frost? Did you attempt the striping again? And if so, how did it go? Well, yeah, it's good to do the test to make sure that, like, it's all good. That's just being a good teacher. And you haven't tried it again? I really want to like, because I think you had it pretty darn close. Like, honestly, I know it was like you were having a few issues, but for the most part, it was pretty good. So I kind of want to see what it looks like on, you know, your second attempt, because I assume that one will be just about perfect. So I was hoping you'd tried it since then. That kind of stuff is like too advanced for me. I can't do that. Yeah, I agree. Because you started kind of getting a little bare as you kept scraping down, but oh, so it was more of a it was more of just a ratio thing. So you had enough frosting, but you took away too much of the yellow to make the blue. I see. Gotcha. Well, that's an easy fix. Did you have extra blue at the end that you didn't use? Oh, a lot extra. Wow. Uncle Stinky wants to make a stew with dumplings. What kind of dumplings? I can't say I've ever made a dumpling stew before. I made wontons, those were dumplings, but that was a soup, not a stew. Yeah, I've done like dumplings in broth. The other day I was watching Cook with Kate and she was making steamed like pork buns and they looked awesome and I was thinking I kind of want to try it too. It looked so good. So I was feeling a little inspired. I haven't looked up a recipe yet, but I was thinking I should maybe try doing that soon, doing some steamed buns. Check on our dough. It's looking a little puffy. This is good. We're about halfway through the rise time that I had given. So, looking good, looking good. Made with flour and water with a little bit of salt and pepper and chives. You float them on top of the stew and let them steam for a while. Okay, so it's not like a filled dumpling. It's just like a dough ball dumpling. I see. I've heard of chicken dumplings, never had it. When I think dumplings, I always think of like filled, like Asian style, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that does sound good. I bought too many green beans, but it's okay. I'm still gonna put them all in because they're good for him. Oh, I forgot to change my sign. Gosh, why didn't you guys tell me? I guess you can't really see it that well on the small screen, so we're good. A little dough ball. That's what they call me. No, I'm just kidding. No one calls me that. I bought these acorn squashes. I gotta do something with these. I was thinking of maybe trying a risotto, like a squash risotto. But yeah, I got 2 for $1. Good. Russian pelmeni. I don't know what that is, but Asian style, yeah. Squash risotto would be great. That's kind of what I was thinking, because I've done stuffed squash before on the stream, and while delicious, I kind of want to try something new. Because I really like squash, and I'm trying to get my fiance to like squash too. He's not that into it, so I'm trying to find ways to like make it palatable for someone who doesn't really like it that much. He's not picky or anything. He just, there's a few things that he's like not super into and like wouldn't go out of his way to eat. So I need to figure out how to make them seem really tasty. If anyone has ideas, I can look into the squash risotto thing. Sure. See ya. Have fun, be safe. There we go. It's nice and succinct. You had a happy accident. That is like total Bob Ross status. Tried to use butternut squash as noodles for spaghetti sauce. The squash fell apart, but it tasted so good. Yeah, I've had butternut squash pasta sauce before. It's very good. It also makes a great filling for like ravioli. Squash ravioli is super tasty. That sounds really good. I think usually you wouldn't use butternut squash as your noodles. I think, isn't that what spaghetti squash is for? Because spaghetti squash is a little more stringy. That sounds so good though. Yeah, I love like a butternut squash. Oh, like a savory butternut squash ravioli. I'm getting really hungry. I think I'm gonna have some dinner. I'm still eating leftover chicken provençal, so that's what I'm having tonight. Oh, I see. I see. So it was a happy accident. I love it. That's awesome. I'm glad it turned out. So it was just sauce, because it had no noodles. It was just a bowl of sauce. Yeah, it's really good. Let's see, what else do I like? I also love lobster ravioli. If you guys have ever had lobster ravioli, it's so good. And I just love ravioli in general. Hey, I'd eat it. Oh, so you just added some regular noodles. Well, there you go. Nice. I love lobster ravioli. It's so good. It's like I could never order it in a restaurant though. It's always crazy expensive. You've never met a ravioli you didn't like. Oh, ever had a? I think it's funnier with meta. No, I don't think I have either. Oh wait, I have. I've had like Why? You always do that. Oh my gosh, if you've ever had the misfortune to eat like the canned raviolis, those are one of the foulest foods known to man. They're really, really awful. I don't recommend them. Even if you're like, if you're struggling to eat, just eat ramen. Don't eat canned ravioli. It's horrible. It is the worst. Okay. I mean, that's what they're called, but yeah, you're right. They're a travesty. Alright, I'm starving. You guys made me so hungry. I don't have any, like, veggies or anything. Do I want quinoa? Like, just plain quinoa? I guess I could do a little bit. Okay, but in those circumstances, like, that's crazy. How'd you lose power for 5 days? Oh my goodness. Wow. That's insane. But yeah, if it was the first hot meal, I'm sure it was good. When I go camping, I like, you know, canned pasta sauce and ravioli. I mean, not ravioli, you know, spaghetti. It's not the best. And, canned creamed corn. That's, like, the best camping food. It's disgusting. It's not good at all. But it tastes amazing. Okay. That's bonkers. Oh my goodness. So you were just like snowed in and without power? Let's see, that's probably enough. I don't want to. Let's not be greedy. You can always have seconds. No need to make too much. Wow. I've never been snowed in my life, guys. Sure. See you, Lisa. Alright, we're going to take a quick check on Dough Watch. It's like Baywatch, but it's Dough Watch. Looking very plump, which is good. Man, I wish I had like some cheddar cheese to eat with this apple. I'm going to strain these potatoes, or drain. Okay. Awesome. Some Parmesan cheese. Can't go wrong with Parmesan cheese. Sorry guys, I'm just heating up some leftovers from the other day. Because I'm starving. Let me just take 5, okay? It's gonna take a real quick break here. So how's everyone doing today? What's up, guys? Oh, feels nice to sit down. You guys got cool weekend plans that you're looking forward to? I just realized that the sign says dog food and I'm eating dinner. So if anyone comes to this stream right now and they don't have the context of what's going on, they'd be really confused. Put on the dough cam. Looking pretty good. I have a good feeling about that sugar. I really hope it tastes sour. That would be so awesome. That's the dream. I have received sustenance. I think I can carry on now. Oh, hi, buddy. Liver. What? Seriously? Oh my gosh, congratulations. Can you tell us what kind of job? Or is it a secret? That's awesome. When do you find out for sure? All right, this is our frozen beef liver. Let's see. Something like that. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. I don't want to offer my congratulations like too early, just in case, because I'm such a firm believer in like not counting your chickens till they're hatched. But that's awesome. Good job. Oh, so gross. They really want you. Yeah, that's the best. Well, of course they do. Because you're awesome. Good for you. my gosh, that is the best part. Oh, I would be in so much trouble if I lived across the street from a banh mi restaurant. Like, pho is great and everything, but banh mi is my favorite. Well, that's certainly good news. Can't go wrong there. That's what you're going to be having for lunch. Okay, I'm just dicing up these lovely liver chunks, and I think we're just about ready to start. Hey, what's up, Risky? Hey, welcome! Well, that and the steady paycheck? Yeah. I mean, you gotta have the paycheck so that you can buy the banh mi's, right? Like, it's all about the banh mi's and the pho. Like, paycheck is important, but the reason it's important is so that you can get the pho and the banh mi's. Okay. Awesome, Risky. Risky that hates Fortnite. Do you hate Fortnite, Risky? Why am I cooking dog food? Because I cook for my dog, because he's super spoiled. Hey, welcome, Frosted. Well, I don't play or stream Fortnite, so I guess we're good. I guess we're cool. Okie dokie. Yeah, I always make it the same way. I know it's kind of boring. It's not that fun to watch, but it's something that I do like pretty regularly. So, but yeah, it's always the same recipe. I got a giant thing of ground beef. Does Turkey care that it's usually the same? No, he loves it. He's stoked. Right, buddy? He's totally hanging out because he knows that I'm making it. But it's not time to lick the bowl yet, my dude. No, I'm cooking food for the dog. Ooh, that is a lot of beef. That is a beef pile. Okay. That is a lot of beef. Well, I'm meal prepping. So I'm gonna make a bunch and I'm gonna freeze it. So that's why it's such a giant portion. You were making your cat food? Hard-boiled egg and canned fish with a little bit of binder? Yeah, people sometimes ask if I cook for my cats, and the answer is I do not. I don't know. My cats are a little picky. They're kind of like, hey, what's up, Quantastic? Welcome back. Glad to have you back. That whole thing would be your beer food. Don't be gross, Frosted. Don't say such things. Okay. This is our beef liver. So I'm going to put that in too. And then I'm going to wash this board right away because I'm going to need to use it. Well, yeah, sure. That's so much. Top it over some nacho cheese. What, the whole pan? Oh my goodness. The feed looks super good from your work connection. Yay! That's good news. I'm glad that with your good work connection, it's showing up nicely. That's good news. I don't know who that is. Should I know who that is? Oh no, I don't eat liver. Liver's gross. Your mom would cook liver and only her and the dog would eat it. I don't think I would like liver. I've never had like beef liver. The only thing I've had is I've had like goose and duck liver, like pate, but that's it. And I don't really like that much. It's kind of gross. I've never had like liver and onions or like chicken livers or anything like that. Okay, you can have my pate, I guess. He's a competitive eater person. I can't stand competitive eating. It grosses me out. Like, I don't want to, it makes me feel so sick when I see people competitive eating. It's so unnecessary, and it, like, hurts my stomach when I watch. Heading home? Cool, cool. Oh man, guys, our sourdough timer is about to go off. Yeah, I'm not doubting that they work hard. I'm just saying it grosses me out. Okay, so here is Dough Cam, looking nice and swole. Your goal is to expand your stomach so you can eat more? Oh my gosh. Like, it's just something about, well, yeah, but a foodie's dream, like, competitive eaters are not foodies. They don't even taste the food. They just, like, literally open their throats and stuff food down their throats. It's super gross. That's not tasting it, because if their goal is to be fast, they're not taking their time to be like, oh, the flavors. No, they're just like, blah, blah, blah. And it's nasty. I don't know. It makes me feel nauseous when I see competitive eaters in action. I don't know. I can't stomach it. Your roommate makes fun of you because you eat till you're full, then you stop? What does your roommate do? Eat till they explode? There are plenty of non-competitive eaters who also don't taste their food. That's true. I eat super slow, and I am not ashamed of it at all. My friends used to make fun of me for it, but it's better for you. Gross. Don't eat till you explode. That's not good. Like, if there was a way for me to keep my food fresh and hot, like, I would happily eat it over the course of, like, an hour. The best part of eating is feeling full. That is absolutely not Thanksgiving full. That's too full. I think, for me, I think the best part of eating is when it is in the beginning, when you're hungry and you're taking your first bites and you're really enjoying it. That's what I think. Yeah, Uncle Stinky, I am the leftovers queen. Like, every time I go out to eat anywhere, unless their portions are, like, outrageously small, I always end up with leftovers. In fact, I try to. I, like, go out of my way to try to end up with leftovers, where I'll like, eat half and be like, I'm still a little bit hungry, but you know what? Let's just stop. Like, that's a good stopping point. And then I'll eat them later. It's the best. Well, I subscribe to the Clean Plate Club, but I just have less food on my plate. Yeah, I don't know. I love leftovers. I'm the leftover queen. I would like wear the sash and the crown and everything if I could. I love leftovers. I'm eating leftovers right now. I'm eating my leftover chicken provençal, which is already like, what, over 2 days old? Yeah, you need leftover rice to make good fried rice. This is true. Okay, I'm gonna let this go for a little while. And then I'm gonna give my dough a little knead, and then we're gonna do a second rise. I'm out of parchment paper. Let's see. Is this enough? I think that's enough. Okay. Yeah, exactly. If you add salt and pepper, it would be like some sort of like ground beef vegetable hash. It would be perfectly tasty. Like, serve it with some mashed potatoes or like a piece of crusty bread. It'd be tasty. Yeah, or over some rice. Totally. It's human grade food. Like, all of these things are edible. It's a little greasy. You can see all that fat. I don't think I'm gonna buy this brand of ground beef. I bought it because it was on sale and it was really cheap, but it's very greasy. I don't really like that. No. I'm gonna leave it. My dog will eat it. He's fine. I just think next time. Okay, so here's our dough up close. If you guys were here since the beginning, you can see that it has like almost doubled in size. Like, it's nice and puffy, which is awesome. I'm trying something new this time, and I'm sorry I can't show you on the camera because I don't have multiple setups, but I'm gonna knead it out real quick and then reshape it. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of sourdough. So I'm sorry that you guys can't see, but what changes did I make with the sourdough compared to the last attempt? A few. The biggest change was that I added a very small amount of sugar, of brown sugar. The reason I did that is because I made sourdough waffles. I had some extra sourdough starter, and I made waffles with them. And the waffle recipe called for sugar. And I noticed that when I made the waffles, the flavor was really sour and it was like really delicious, how you want it to taste, and how I've been like a little disappointed with my, ooh, look at this. This is nice and stretchy. Oh yeah, that's good. So I'm not gonna knead it hard. I'm just gonna like gently kind of move it around a little bit. I know. So last time I had put the salt in during the second knead. I added the salt to it and then I like kneaded it to mix it in. Well, that was a bad idea. It didn't really work that well. It didn't distribute the salt evenly. So I went back to doing the salt at the beginning with all the ingredients instead of saving it for this time. Yeah, it was so dumb. Like my bread, like parts of it were totally bland and parts of it were like really salty. It was so stupid. And let's see. The sugar is the main change that I made. So I'm really hoping that the sugar will give the yeast a little something to snack on. And I'm hoping that that makes them like, yeah, exactly. So the sugar, I'm hoping gives something for the yeast, exactly, for the yeast to eat. And with all that like yeasty activity, you get that nice sour flavor. So that's what I'm hoping anyway, because I was pretty impressed with how the waffles turned out. They had really nice flavor, like they tasted like sourdough. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and shape this a little bit. I'm gonna kind of plump it back up a little bit. Here you are, you're so beautiful. And then we're gonna let it rise again. This time, I'm going to grease the top. Let's see. Let's do this. Because, yeah, last time it stuck. Looking at thrift shops for a stand mixer. To be honest, my friend, I don't think you're going to have a lot of luck at thrift stores unless you've got like some really good ones, because KitchenAids are they're such a nice item that I feel like people don't really get rid of them. And like that's the sort of thing that you keep in your house for years and years. You might have better luck with like estate sales or like eBay or something like that, because I just can't see a lot of people donating one to a thrift store. But I totally wish you the best of luck, because I love my KitchenAid. All right, so I greased the wrapper, I tucked him back in, and then I'm just gonna let him hang out over here and rise again. Rise again! And okay, so we did a 1 hour first rise. I'm trying to keep notes so that I can, and then for the second rise, let's see, let rise about 1 hour. We'll give it another hour, sure. No, maybe less. Let's give it 30 minutes to start. I'm also going to start preheating my oven. You want to start making bread? You can start making bread without a stand mixer. I mean, it takes a little bit more muscle, I think, but I think you can do it. Just might be a little bit more messy and a little bit more tiring. Oh my god, that's so gross! Frosted Flakes! Don't eat the beef fat. Yeah, I'm just gonna let the fat sit, and it'll like solidify, and then I'm gonna mix in the potatoes and stuff, and it'll all get soaked up, and then my fat little dog will eat it. Yeah, I guess. Uh, yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. It just seems gross. But you're correct. It's just fat on bread. Alright, so I'm gonna try to like break down these chunks. I try to keep it like pretty smooth. Um, I like to mash the potatoes. You're gonna open my mind. Okay, what, to beef? To beef fat? And turn gross into delicious. Okay. Alright. I'm trying to break it up to make it like, small pieces. My dog's kind of a pig. He likes to kind of scarf everything down, so I don't want any big chunks in here that he could choke on. So I'm gonna make it like a nice smooth mixture. First challenge, the blood curd. Yeah. Okay. I'm not saying I wouldn't try it, it just sounds kind of gross. You must have gone to like a really authentic restaurant that they were serving stuff like that, though. Like I don't know if I've ever seen something like that before. Turkey's waiting patiently to lick the bowl. He knows, he smells it. Andrew Zimmerman once said fried silkworms taste like popcorn. Huh. I am not entirely opposed to the idea of eating insects. I actually have not. Turkey, I dropped a carrot. Eat that, buddy. I have not eaten any insects, at least intentionally. Haha. I've probably eaten bugs unintentionally. But I know that like if prepared correctly, they're just another like meat source. They're just another source of protein, and a very like a very good one at that. So I think if people in the West could get over their aversion to eating bugs, like we might have a more sustainable protein source. Yeah, it's yeah. Exactly, but we have such like a cultural aversion to it, but there are cultures where people do eat it, and especially with I don't know, I just feel like it could be a good source of protein if we could get our minds out from that place of like bugs are really disgusting and bad. Mealworms have almost no taste, and crickets taste like the spices put upon them. Yeah, I haven't tried them before, but I don't know. I feel like it can't be that bad. And people already eat like escargot, and snails are super gross. But people consider that like fancy, so why can't we culturally change our way of thinking? I don't know, and make it like a gourmet thing. I don't know. Or just make it accepted. I feel like it would certainly, like raising bugs for food would have less of an impact on the environment because they reach adulthood so much faster. But I don't know. You've tried both of those, Uncle Stinky? I mean, yeah. Your sister-in-law tries to freak you out with odd foods. And you are just unflappable. That's so funny. What's the weirdest thing you guys have ever eaten? Like, what strange food have you guys tried? I'm actually not very, like, adventurous when it comes to stuff like that. I don't really eat a lot of weird stuff. I don't think I've ever had, like, anything super out there. I don't really go for exotic meats. I've never had insects before. It's funny. I saw some crazy stuff when I was in China. Like, their night markets have some insane foods. Like, all sorts of weird sea creatures and insects and all sorts of strange stuff. I didn't have the guts to try any of them, though. Welcome back, Lisa. Everything okay? Did your kid burn down the house? I was worried there for a little bit. Teenagers in the kitchen? I don't know. Ostrich is very dry. Okay. Not this time. Oh, the microwave. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Yeah, I've never had ostrich before. He needed help with his layer cake. I see. He came into office hours. I have had bison. I eat bison somewhat regularly. I might have like tried alligator when I was like in New Orleans or something. Like I might have had something like that, like a novelty thing, but I don't think so. I have had venison before, but it was a really long time ago. And I had it like in jerky form. So it was kind of hard to tell because with jerky, like the meat's all dry and seasoned. So it was kind of hard to tell, like, what the actual characteristics of the meat were. Deer jerky. I've had like, you know, some weird, I don't know, like Mexican food has some weird meats sometimes. Like I've had like, you know, tongue and brain, and had like brain tacos. Pretty good. But like that's not even that weird, you know? It's just beef brain. It's nothing too exotic. It's just a weird part that a lot of people don't eat. Lisa has a deer fillet in her freezer as we speak. And you may, oh yeah, you told me about those elf burgers. I saw the pictures. Nice. And then there's oxtail. I've had oxtail, yeah. I don't know. Someone probably like picked it up and was like, "Hey guys, like there's some like squishy stuff on here. Like, all right, throw it in the pot, man. Like, don't waste it. Just throw it in there with all the other stuff." And then the one lucky guy who was like eating the soup, he got the tail and he was like, "Guys, this is actually like really good." And then everyone was jealous. And then from then on, they always fought over the oxtail. I just made that up. I don't know. Oxtail, when prepared correctly, is amazing. It's very flavorful. The meat is extremely tender. It's pretty good. Like when I made my pho broth twice, I did it once with oxtail and then once with beef bone, and the oxtail like blew it out of the water. Yes, I've seen those before. Isn't it pronounced? Am I saying it right? Is it gooey duck? It's not geoduck. It's like it's something weird like gooey duck. I don't know. I've never had that before, but I've heard of it. I think I was watching like the Great Food Truck Race, and yeah, they were in Seattle and they had to work with it, and they were just like, what is this? Doug isn't interested in oxtail because it's near the ox butthole. Okay, I guess I guess that makes sense. I respect that. It's above the ox butthole though, so it's not like it's below it. Okay. Yeah, it's the collagen. That's what it is. That's what makes it great for broth because it just kind of like melts into the broth and oh, very tasty. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's washed. I don't think we need to worry about poo contact. Guys, if we were actually worried about poo contact, we would not be eating any sort of livestock at all. Like, let's be real here. Doug's not an adventuresome eater. That's all right. I'm not really either. You ate oxtail about once a week when you were studying in Rome. The Italian ladies who cooked our food made it for us. That's so cool. That's true. The vegetables are grown in poop. That is correct. You can't go through this world afraid of all poo contact, because I got bad news for you. Like, there's a lot of stuff in poo contact. Turkey, stop your whining. Can you tell me about studying in Rome? I'm curious. Where were you? What were you doing there? Was this like a study abroad thing in college, or what are we talking? That's an intriguing statement. I want to go to Rome. I've never been. Cool. I did a university study abroad in the UK. I went to England. Oh, interesting. I've only heard of that for like dog treats. I'm also shocked that my like my chatbot let that through. I'm pretty shocked. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. um, I've heard of it as like dog treats, but yeah, that's about it. Your university had a campus just outside of Rome. Oh, so it was like a sister school that you just, yeah, the bully sticks, exactly. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I've heard of is the dog treats. That's really cool. So you had like a sister school that you went. Okay, okay. I mean, again, I'm not gonna diss it. Like I think a lot of other cultures have it right where they do use a lot of parts that we don't use in the West, or at least in America, and it's kind of stupid. Like it's wasteful to not use all of it. So I don't know. I guess it's cool. Like I think it's a little weird, but it's just other cultures being a little bit more resourceful. Where does all the human waste go? I don't know. I don't want to know. Look how beautiful these potatoes are. It's like one of those paint spreading videos. You guys ever watch those? Where they like mush up oil paints or like acrylic paints? It's so pretty. But then what happens at the treatment plant? Like, I know they try to treat it and like introduce the clean water. I don't know, but like, what about solid waste? How does it all work? I don't even know. I think don't they have like bacteria and stuff that help break down solid waste? It's like a whole, and then like chemicals and stuff. I don't really know the process, but I assume it's like a whole thing. To be honest, I've never really thought too much about it. Uncle Stinky, you worked in a cannery in Alaska when you were 21. Wow. Salmon cheeks? Oh my gosh, I bet. The solids mostly break down. Okay. Gotcha. I mean, yeah. But it's not like super gross if you think about it, because like think of like animal poop and stuff. Think of like an animal pooping in the woods or something. Like yeah, it's gross, but then it breaks down naturally, and the nutrients go back into the earth. So I don't know. It's the circle of poop. Oh, okay, so that's how you know. Interesting. Where does it go? Poo is still the main topic. uh, you got back just in time for the circle of poo. I don't know what we. Oh, it was Mama's fault. Mama brought it up and said, "Where does human waste go?" Blame her. Mm. That reminds me, guys. I was thinking, has anyone had a chance to check out Twitch Sings yet? I know I asked about it during the beta, but I never played it, and I just downloaded it on my desktop, and I kind of want to try it. I'm also like really scared to, but I think it could be fun. I'm not a great singer, you know. Oh, smoked salmon cheeks and salmon underbelly. Oh, yum! I love smoked salmon. Period. So that's your gray water tank. You're afraid of poo parasites? Okay. Oh my god, gross. Yeah, but then you'll be so skinny. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's terrible. Solids settle to the bottom where bacteria break them down. Fats rise to the top. Liquids from the middle are transferred to tank 2. Okay, Frosted Flakes, stop. I'm eating. God. It's okay. No, I'm not eating dog food. I'm eating people food. Hmm. Wow. No smell. And supposedly safe to drink. That's pretty cool. Like, I know what you mean. You can't quite get it out of your mind, but like, that's really neat. Do you divert it back into your, like, can you divert it back into your house and reuse it, or does it just go like outside? Because like I wonder if you could divert it back into your house and have it be the toilet, like the toilet flushing water, or like I don't know what else. I don't know if you'd want to wash your clothes in it. Maybe not. You want to make some tofu marsala for your vegetarian roommate with noodles, steamed broccoli, and garlic bread. Yum. Make your roommate pay for it. If you're gonna cook for your roommate, they should chip in. Oh, just outside? Oh, okay. But you said it was supposedly safe to drink. So if it's supposedly safe to drink, wouldn't it be safe to go back into the house? That's fascinating. Got it. Okay. But does that make it like extra effective on the lawn? Like, does does that stuff like actually benefit the grass? Because if that's the case, then that's a really neat little system. Hmm. How cool. Neat. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's super cool. So, with like large scale city sewage systems, then is it basically that, but on a big scale? Like instead of people doing it at their individual house, it all goes into one area, and then they do the same process on a large scale. Do you think? Well, yeah, for sure. Some different plants, yeah, definitely. What? California has a poop on grass problem? Joggers just drop them? What are you talking about? Where did you hear that? What? Okay, got it. No, I don't want to. That's not something I want to read about. What? No, there's videos? No, I definitely don't want to look that up. What the heck? Why in California? What's wrong with people? I'm still in the process, muffins. Well, yes, unfortunately, with like urban homelessness, joggers, I don't know. That's really weird. I kind of don't. I don't want to see it. I don't. I don't want to see people doing it. Um, ugh. Oh my god, guys. It's been like this for a few years. What? Okay, gross. Um, no, I was gonna say that yeah, it happens with like urban homelessness for sure. Like it sucks. It's not fun. And then California unfortunately has a lot of homeless people. I think because of the weather. Um, you know, if you're not gonna die in winter, it's like a good place to live. So okay, what we should probably cut out the okay, no. No more. No more. Let's talk about something else. We keep coming back around to it. We gotta stop. No more circle of poop. It's the circle of poop. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you guys. Because that made me think of oh my gosh, no. And poop talk, no. Like no one's gonna come. No one's gonna show up. Um no, we're not talking about poop anymore. There you go. Tell us about your board game. Also, I was gonna say, because I was singing and I was singing The Lion King, Circle of Life, Circle of Poop, and I know, seriously, I know. And we were also talking about like poop-borne parasites too that go to your brain. But anyway, um, so I got Twitch Sings installed on my desktop, and I was thinking about taking it for a spin. I'm thinking of doing it next week and like kind of kicking off because I think I'm gonna do the the St. Jude charity stream next month. I've never done it before, but I think I'd like to try it. And I'm thinking that might be a fun thing to do. I don't know. It might not go great because I'm not a great singer, but I was thinking it might be something kind of fresh. But yeah, I'm planning on doing the St. Jude charity stuff next month. I think it's actually already starting, but I probably like, what day is today? Brad! I think I might start on Monday. But I was thinking about doing Twitch Sings, and I was just curious, because I think you can play with other people, and I was just curious if anyone wanted to sing with me. Alright, so I'm gonna let my bread go a little bit longer. You bought Azul. It's got beautiful art and you place tiles. How fun! My fiance and I, we play a lot of board games. We love board games. What's your favorite? No one wants to hear you sing. Alright, so we got our potato and sweet potato mixture. I I've been kind of like letting this cool down a little bit. It's still a little warm, but I'm going to start mixing this in. Yeah, it's a mixture of both russet and sweet potato. Nice. Yeah, I'm still kind of new to it. I don't really know how it works. I feel like it's an ongoing thing. Like I don't know if it's like all for the whole month. I'm not entirely sure how it all works. But I know Tabatai made a food and drink team, and I joined it. So I'm on the Twitch food and drink St. Jude's team, whatever that means. So we want to try to raise some money, but yeah, I don't know. It'll be something new, I guess. It's hard to pick a favorite. Oh, turkey, I dropped some beef. Go eat it. I dropped it. Help me. Good boy. Ouch. Oh no, I hate Monopoly. Monopoly's terrible. Look at that. That hurts so bad. It's like, ow. Quicks, a little dice game. Haven't heard of it. Let's see, what's my favorite? I really like... It's not a board game per se, it's a word game, but I love Boggle. I really like Boggle and Scrabble a lot, and Bananagrams. If you guys haven't played Bananagrams, that game is awesome. If you guys have like friends or family that like words, or maybe they like crosswords, or they like Scrabble, Bananagrams is a really nice game that I highly recommend. It's very portable, good for traveling, super fun. And it's kind of like Scrabble with no turns. I just played Carcassonne, I don't know how to say it, Carcassonne, I don't know, I just played it for the first time a couple months ago. I went to a board game meetup in my area. I found like a local board game club that meets every week, and Senor Cream Cheese was like out with his buddies doing something, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. Like this will be good. So I went by myself and was hanging out with them, and they taught me how to play. I really liked it. That game was awesome. We have Pandemic. We have a different version though. We have like Pandemic Iberia, and I've only played it once, but I loved it and want to play more. Let's see, we have Original Ticket to Ride. Why is the European one better? I don't know what that last one is. Rummikub? Is that like an old school game? I love Bananagrams. I'm like a Bananagrams champion, which kind of sucks, like not to brag, but it's hard to find people to play with because no one ever wants to play with me because I'm too fast. So I need to find like specifically a word games club, because it's kind of not that fun playing word games with people who like don't like playing word game puzzles, because that's, I don't know, it's not that fun. Yeah, I feel like I've heard of it, but I can't like picture it. I don't know what it is. I love Ticket to Ride. Let's see, what's that one? World's Fair, something, whatever the year is. I don't know. Has more ways to get places besides just laying your own trains. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, darn, I just have the regular. But I like the regular a lot. It's probably one of my favorites that we own. I think my favorite that we own is, yeah, World's Fair is super fun. I like that one a lot. I always forget the year, though. I'm always like, World's Fair something. World's Fair 18 something. I really love, I think probably my favorite game that we own is a game called Machikoro. Have you ever played that? It's like a dice rolling property building game. It's extremely like easy and cute and fun. I like that one a lot. We have two versions. We have the original version, and then we have like the expanded version. So that one's awesome. Oh my gosh, here, let me show you. I think you might like it based on what you're telling me about games you like. It's really fun. For some reason, it's not that highly rated on a Board Game Geek. I really like it though, but I don't know. You come and visit me and we'll play it, okay? um, building castles with wood and stone and wheat. I don't know. It's not like Catan, is it? We actually own Catan and we've never opened it. We bought it for Black Friday this year and just haven't gotten around to it. I know it's crazy popular, but yeah, that's the one. Okay, yeah, we own it and haven't played it. Yeah, we have a lot of games now that I think about it. You have the Catan Dice game. Let's see. As far as like restaurant games, like travel to go games, we got this one. I think we got it on Kickstarter. It's called Orcs, and it's literally like this big. It's a tiny little game box, and the cards are just like thin little things. And you're like orcs taking over territory, but it has a very small gameplay space, so you can like play it on the table while you're waiting for your food. Yeah, and a lot of educational games, but of course. You said you hate Monopoly. Have you ever played Monopoly Deal? If you guys haven't played Monopoly Deal, I highly recommend that one too. It's a way more fun, way more accessible, way less like snore fest version of Monopoly that's played with cards. And I haven't played it in a while, but like probably a few years. But we do own it. And the last time I played it, like we were like yelling at each other, and like everyone in the room was just screaming. Is more tolerable. I like it. I haven't played it in a while, but I like it way more than regular Monopoly, for sure. Let's see, what else do we have? I don't know, we have a lot. We got this cool game called Santorini. It's like based on the city in Greece where you have to, it's like a block puzzle game where you're building up towers. You're like moving your little meeple around and building up towers and trying to build your tower the highest. That one's fun. We have this really awesome like DC Heroes deck building game that I love. We got it like at Toys R Us when Toys R Us was going out of business. Oh, you played Santorini? Nice. Yeah, we got this like what's it called? It's called like DC Heroes deck building game. Like it has a really bland name, but the game is actually incredible. It's really, I mean, I thought it was really well made. What else? We have a ton. We even have some games that like we haven't even played yet. We have some that are like a little more complicated tabletop ones, like some with miniatures and stuff that we haven't quite been able to successfully play just because they're so complicated. We just got Munchkin, or is it Munchkin or Munchkins? Well, we just got I think it's Munchkin. It's like a little bit old school, I guess. And we just played our first game of that last week. Timeline? I don't know it. okay. So it's like a history educational thing. That's cool. Yeah, we only played it once, but I actually really liked it. I thought it was cute, and we just played like the most basic version. Like they have you take out most of the cards and just play like a bare bones version to get a feel for it, and it was pretty fun. I liked it. Oh, you probably already played it. You probably own it, but have you ever played Flux? Fluxx. That game is really good. That's a good travel game. Alrighty guys, check out my pretty little dough. He's nice and chunky. Oh, there we go. And I remembered to grease my plastic this time so it comes off beautifully. Okay, this is looking good. I'm gonna put my cake pan of water on the bottom to turn it into a steam room. Oh gosh, it's hot in here. Hot. Woo! So excited. Woo-hoo.
Nice catch, big boy.
Moisten the dough. Nice. Okay, so I sprayed it with water, and then I put 2 cuts in it, and we're gonna bake it for, it says 25 to 30 minutes. Let's do 20 to start. And check it out. I am writing everything down this time. What time do we have to leave? Probably soon.
I don't know.
Okay. Hi, handsome. I'm busy right now, okay?
He's 20 minutes away.
Okay.
So you've got time.
Okay. Pretty much I'll just bake my bread and then be done. All your kids were just throwing up? Oh no.
silly because you all have to finish in a certain time. So I promised Kevin I would go.
Yeah.
But I did tell him the only reason I wouldn't go would be work related.
Yeah.
Like I was very direct with him. Like, if I don't show up, it's because work kept me. It's not because I didn't want to go. Kyle's going. He's bringing his girlfriend.
Oh, cool. Oh, is that why you wanted me to make the bread?
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't know until after I said that. He gave some starter on that too, though.
I divided my starter into a second jar, and I'm gonna call him Clint Eastwood, and I'm gonna make him different. He's gonna be a different kind of starter. I don't know, I'll use like wheat flour or something. Did you hear me? I said Clint Eastwood.
You're so funny.
Lisa came up with it. Yeah, the bread just went in the oven. Yeah, so I'm just gonna bag this up, finish up my bread, and then we're probably gonna have to get going because we have a thing to go to. Oh, no, it's fine. At least you didn't miss the taking it out of the oven because that's the really exciting part. That's like the thrill. I will say it was a good looking dough. It was nice and firm, and when I went to go make my diagonal cuts in it, the cuts were really nice and clean. Usually the dough kind of drags because it's a little soft, and it kind of drags and doesn't do a clean cut. This one kind of did like a nice deep cut, so I'm feeling really good about it so far. I think we're on the up and up with this bread business. Okay, so I added some safflower seed oil, some salmon oil, and some nutrient powder blend.
I wasn't turned off properly. Oh. That's what I think when I see a game or like a. Oh, you didn't turn me off right. Because he doesn't really do anything. It just like upsets him.
Yeah, he's just grouchy.
He's like, next time you should do that right. It's kind of like Resetti in Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Where he gives you a whole bunch of crap for changing the date.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, don't do that. That's not how you play this game. You're like, shut up, Resetti.
Well, it's not how you play that game. It's cheating.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, when that game first came out, that was the way you had to play. That's why he's in there.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, oh, I missed Halloween because I was actually trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and, you know, I'll do the Halloween game again. Because that's when I miss it.
Okay. Ooh, the food's still a little bit warm. Sure. your phone ring.
Oh, it's George. Yeah. Hey there, buddy. How's it going, man?
Oh, you're watching for the bread? I'll do a bread alert. Get it? Like red alert, but it's bread alert.
At my house, I'm going to my friend's comedy show. Yeah.
So far, so good. It's nice
yeah,
and puffy.
Good. My friend was like, "Hey man, you want to come?" And then it's me, it's him, and another friend of mine are both doing this comedy show. So I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure. Can I have a little tiny cup, Zoe? I'm gonna put this in it."
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You want like a jar?
Shut up, man.
Like that?
I need a really small cup. No, a small cup. Yeah, I need a really small cup, George. You got it? Yeah, man, hook it up. Bring it over here right now. I need a small cup.
How's it gonna stand up? Don't you want a jar? Okay, then don't say you want a small cup if you actually want a big jar.
Yeah, man, it's been a hot minute, man. I've just been doing the same stuff, looking a lot. You got it? You got it? Shh. Nice. What are you doing? Jeez, just that. I think you may have mentioned it a little bit. You may have just been like starting it. Nice. Yeah, but you just felt like you were getting too comfortable and you decided that you needed to like take a minute. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, totally. No, I feel you, man. I've been going to the gym 4 times a week for almost 3 months now. Yeah, did you know I have a group that I go with? Like I have like a guy who gives me like a regimen. He's kind of like a half-ass personal trainer. And so we go 4 times a week. We go an hour a day. And I do like arms one day, legs one day, back, shoulders, and all that stuff. Yeah, no, so I'm totally, but I never did that, man. So I feel like I literally never had any interest in, exercising and working out. Just kind of was like, well, I better, similar, man. I was like, I need to keep busy. Oh, yeah, man.
Dinner of mac and cheese and hot dogs. I love mac and cheese with hot dogs. Awesome. You gotta add peas too. Mac and cheese and hot dogs and peas. And chicken salad. Say what? That sounds good. Is it mac and cheese from scratch or is it like Kraft mac and cheese? No judgment, because I love Kraft mac and cheese.
I'm like a huge part of the company now. I've been there this long. And the company's not like super new, so it's like I've been there for 2 years. The company's like 8 years old, so it's like, Yeah, man. No, man. I'm not like, it's not on 2 years, but it's like, it's a year and 10 months. do that stuff. Yeah, mom-in-law.
Kraft and Cracker Barrel mixes? You mix the two boxes? How gourmet. Fusion. That's fusion cuisine right there. I crack myself up. Oh man. Just cleaned it. Time for Turkey to lick his bowl, his favorite part. All right, guys, so we got our doggy food right here. It's all packed, it's ready to go. We're gonna freeze it. All right, it's Turkey's favorite part. This guy. Good boy. Good boy. This guy's crazy. Okay, good job. Oh, you missed some. You missed some. Right here. You pig. You little pig. Kiwi ice cream. Oh my gosh. I know you told me about that once, but I have yet to try it or like see it anywhere. Oh my gosh, amazing. Okay. That's looking pretty good. That sounds awesome.
George is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing some soul searching.
He's doing some soul searching.
Yeah, not very like him to say that.
I know.
He was like, he said that he just like thought about his life and he wanted to like make a change and he felt like he needed to, you know, be nicer and calmer and. But he didn't really say that directly, but he was just like, I kind of went to Costa Rica. He went to like a whole bunch of like really calm, chill places.
I need to go soul searching.
I know.
Someone send me soul searching.
I literally said, I was like, yeah, I wish I could do that, but I kind of have to make money to survive. But
yeah,
I didn't say it like
I'd love
so
to go
mean.
do some soul searching in Costa Rica. Yes, please, sign me up.
Yeah, soul searching. Soul searching adventure.
I'm gonna find my soul so good. I'll do a good job.
Oh, don't worry, guys. I got it.
Yes, please do post a picture of the kiwis. Your giant kiwis. When you say doubles, does it mean they're like kiwi butts? Or what? Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
I think so. They're double kiwi butts. What time is it?
Just about 7:30.
We gotta go.
Yeah, I know. I gotta take the bread out of the oven though. So I might need like another minute or two.
That's fine.
It's hot, buddy. Move, move, move. It's hot.
He hasn't seen the RV yet. He was just like, dude, I forgot I hadn't seen it.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man. He's like, that's crazy. And then he remembered that I was thinking about going to Grand Rapids.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Mhm.
He's like, because I said I was still thinking about leaving, and he's like, Grand Rapids? And I was like, well, no. I was like, now with the RV, you got more choices.
Mm. Yeah. Yes, buddy. I feed you. I feed you. Who's hungry? Who's hungry? Come here. Yeah, who's your hungry boy? Who's your hungry boy? Yeah. Yeah, is it you? Is it you? Okay, looks like there's a hungry boy around here. Oh my god, they're so big. They're so lumpy. Do you still have your giant strawberries? You could do something with strawberry and kiwi.
That's so funny looking.
Yeah.
That's so weird. It looks like
No, look at these strawberries that she also posted.
That's
If you still have strawberries, strawberry and kiwi is a good combination.
a hand-sized strawberry.
Like if you're gonna make kiwi ice cream, you should make like strawberry kiwi ice
Well,
cream.
maybe she has tiny hands and she's just cheating.
Yeah, the ones you buy in the store are tiny. Yeah, for sure.
I really don't mind drink one of those smoothie things.
Oh, those are your daughter's hands. There you go then.
See, they were baby hands.
They were baby hands.
Baby hands.
Small baby hands.
Cheetah. You are a visual cheetah.
Hi, Steampunk. You got here at just the right time. Lisa! Lisa! Bread alert! Bread alert! Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo! Bread alert!
Oh, it's wee-oo.
Clambulance. Clambulance.
So good. That's so nasty. Clambulance.
Alright. Well, Lisa, if you're there, the bread's coming out. Woohoo!
Wow, has already lost its helium?
Yeah, I did.
You know
Man,
what's so
it's not
funny?
brown enough. I want it to be browner. I really gotta go, though. So I'm just gonna suck it up. Ah, beautiful. Ooh, hot. Hey, get out of here.
It's funny.
All right. It could be a little bit more toasty, but we have to go. Like, we literally have to be somewhere. So I had to just take it out. But it's got a crust. It's got a nice crust. I'm not gonna taste it right now because it's way too hot. The bottom's a little crunchy. Maybe I couldn't have left it in that much longer. I need to figure out how to make the outside. Maybe I'll try an egg wash next time. I don't really know how I feel about... Shut up, Steampunk. I don't know how I feel about egg wash on sourdough. It's not traditional, but I want to figure out how to get a nice crust. Okay. Well, that's all I got for you guys tonight. I hate to just cut and run like this, but unfortunately, I kind of got to go. So, thank you, everyone. Steampunk, you're late. Thanks for nothing.
Everyone.
Thanks for not being here. No, I'm just kidding. Ow, hot pan. It was great to see all you guys, and I hope you all have an awesome night. And I will catch you guys later, and I'll let you know how the bread tastes, okay? Okay. Bye.